guys, so it's your girl Talana, welcome back. Today we are going to be tiling our cabin that we built ourselves. So previously we had put these fake black vinyl tiles on the ground and we had the intention of later going back and putting in real tile, and that's what we're doing today. We're trying to rip this off and it is literally so sticky that it like pulls your shoe off. You can't walk on it, it's so funny. Okay, well, anywho, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. Step one, you're going to take a screwdriver and you're gonna say F it and you're gonna rip it off. Ow. Yeah, well, I think it's really bad. So we're gonna vacuum it and then wipe it off with a wet sponge to get the glue off of it and make sure it's all clean. And then we're gonna do underlayment and I'll show you what that is when we get there. My feet are stuck to the ground. We're good. So my mom's mixing cement right now, so I'm waiting for her and then kind of getting it ready. And so we're only going to do this first strip right here of
underlayment.
Okay, I also realized that I've never ever shown you guys this building or any of my land, so that's like kind of weird because I'm literally here half the time and I live here all summer. We own 20 acres of land. So far we have 3 buildings. Our plan is to have 5. We have a boathouse because we live on a mountain, so it's at the top of the mountain so that we can go swimming in the lake. Also have built a garden shed, and then we have this one, which is called the bunkhouse. It is 2 stories. If you guys want to see an actual complete tour of my cabin, my land, if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up right now. I would love to do that. Tip number 1 of doing cement, don't breathe it in. I have the coolest, like, most high brand glasses. This is just like a sub brand of Gucci.
Not our welcome mat. It's a beautiful welcome mat.
We wouldn't want to get this welcome mat dirty. Okay, so now that we have the cement mixed, we have to cut and measure the underlayment piece before we cement it down. So I'm trying to cut underlayment that is going to fit in this corner, and it's very difficult because there's a lot of really weird turns and stuff, but I think I have gotten it. So we have the first strip cut out. It has not been stuck down yet. And then I got that corner all cut out and ready to stick down, so we're gonna start cementing. So I'm putting cement under the underlayment. We already got that corner. Goop a lot of this on. With the flat side, you go like that, and brush it down, and then take the graded side. Do that so it sticks better to the underlayment. So we're putting these spacers in between tile before we stick it down so that we can have grout lines. We have to go and start cutting things like this that are gonna fit over the vent. Going around this vent right here is literally the most annoying thing ever. I don't know if we're gonna do any cementing the tiles to the ground yet, because I kind of want to do some of it today, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. So it's 7 o'clock now. We finished laying out all these and cutting them, and then I actually cemented those couple down. That's pretty much all we're gonna do today. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow. Hi guys, so it's day 2. I actually got really bored last night and went back by myself and did another like hour and a half of work. So I got a lot more tiles cemented. Now I have gotten all of the ones we laid out cemented down, and I'm gonna start working on the next underlayment section. We decided that we're gonna start doing it in halves, so we're gonna do half the room instead of a full strip of the room because it did not dry evenly,
Which was not good.
However, everything's looking good so far. I think it's very pretty. I'm gonna work on the next underlayment because no one's here to cut tile for me. Hi twins! Self-made brainstorm. Hi guys, so it's the end of the third day. I totally skipped over the second day. I actually worked for like 8 hours straight. And then today I had to take a break because I had an online class start and I had like 7 assignments due in 2 days. And I was like, man. We put down more underlayment here, and we cut it in half and did it one part at a time. And so we have the first line of underlayment totally done. This part over here, we kind of have wiped off a little bit just so you can see how it looks. Hitting this back corner over here was literally the biggest hoe in the entire world. It was my least favorite thing ever. Anywho, but that's pretty much where we left off yesterday. So let's get going. So it's like 10 o'clock now. I have been working nonstop and I have gotten half of the room done. We are actually having problems with our tile saw, so we can't cut any corners at the moment. So I just did some measurements and drew some lines on them for the future when we get our saw fixed, which should be next week. We just need a new blade because it's scraping the paint off of the tile. I kind of wiped off that part. It literally does not look like I did at all. I mean, that's what it looks like without that. And then I just kind of wiped it off and it looks nice for like 2 seconds, and then it looks like you just, I don't know, spilled a ton of cocaine on the ground. So it's just like not a fun time. So these boxes right here are our dinette set benches. So we have them there so we can mount them to the ground. This spot is definitely going to be very difficult to work with because we do have these 2 mounts that are circular right here that are going to get in the way of the underlayment, and in addition another vent, which is never fun to do. However, this is what the room's looking like. As this dries, we're going to move the other bench over here so that we can start moving everything over here and getting this part done, but we're not gonna finish this weekend. That is it for day number 3. Almost half the room, pretty much half the room. This is basically the middle line of the room in 3 days, but like kind of like 2.5. So we are going to be working for half the day tomorrow, and then we were going home. Then we're gonna be coming back in a few days and then working more on it. Hi guys, so it's been a hot minute since I've filmed at all. We have almost all of the room done. This little part over here is literally so annoying because there's circle mounts for the dinette set. So we made a square around it and we're gonna make triangles to go in each of the corners. This is the bathroom. It is so tiny and squished. I know you can't see any of it, but we have the majority of it done. This is it a little bit more clean. Okay, it's literally not more clean at all. So I think in the next 2 days, we're going to start actually putting in grout. Then for the grout, we have to let it sit for like a week. So we're going to do that on the last day we're here, and then we're not going to come back for a week. Okay guys, so we are starting to do grout. This part's still kind of wet, but this is the general idea. Okay, so basically, my butt is soaking wet. Okay. Basically, you have like all the grout mixed up. It should not be too wet, but like more on the wet side, so it shouldn't be runny. A glop of it on a rubber float, and you mush it diagonally. It will get all over the tile, but don't worry, it comes off. You'll take it into the cracks and push it like that. You wait for it to dry for a little bit, and then you rub it with a medium wet sponge. Then let it sit for a while until it's dry. And then while you're going over it with a wet sponge the second time, you go and fill in any holes that arise in the grout. And then like a week or 2 later, you have to put on sealant. And then a week after that, you have to put on more sealant. So basically, we're gonna leave town for a week, come back, put sealant on. That's super cool. It's looking really good right now. Literally took off his shoe. Like, it is so sticky.